Abhishek Bhalla, New Delhi for India Today.
All of our reporters reporting on the ground telling us that the Delhi police has just issued a short statement, and we can tell you that apart from the Delhi police special cell team, the bomb squad and the fire services, now the National Investigation Agency, the NIA, which is India's premier anti-terror investigative agency, has reached the blast spot outside the Israel embassy. Now, the Israel embassy is at number 3 on that road, and the Jindal house is number 5. And this blast is said to have taken place between Bungalow 3 and Bungalow 5. So that's between Jindal house and the Israel embassy on APJ Abdul Kalam Marg, formerly called Aurangzeb Road. The NIA also reaching the spot outside the Israel embassy. So this is top level stuff, Gaurav. Unsurprisingly, that the NIA is reaching there. Terror targeting, the terror element as far as Israel is concerned is something that is very well known. The country has been a target in the past as well. It has been embroiled, with various groups that have sought to attack it, whether it is from Iran, whether it is from Syria, other countries. We don't know anything yet. I'm not going to jump the gun on this because I will categorically say that very little is factually known about the source of the blast, and no one has taken credit for it. And the Delhi police has said that this appears to be someone mischievously trying to create a sensation. But Gaurav, it's difficult to ignore the context in which this is happening, including the fact that today is the 29th anniversary of India-Israel relations.
This is the 29th anniversary of the India-Israel relationship when diplomatic ties were established between the two countries. Shiv, even as we speak, there is another team of the special cell that is going into the site where that minor explosion, very minor explosion, is what Delhi police officials had said took place. At the same time, it becomes extremely important for them to collect all samples that they can from that area. They must know what was the nature of the explosive that was used, because it did shatter some windscreens of cars close by. Was this, as you very rightly asked, a trial run for a bigger thing? Was it a mischievous attempt, or it does bring back memories of what had happened right on this road, on Aurangzeb Road in 2012, Shiv, when suspected Iranian terrorists, who had attempted to target the defense attache's wife when she was on her way to collect the children from the American school. Now, that time a magnetic bomb had been planted onto the Innova. It led to a big blast. It led to a fire. There were critical injuries in that terror attack in 2012. And there was an investigation that was carried out across several countries. Israel at that point of time was very clear that had been done by Iran. India, of course, had been very circumspect in naming Iran or terrorists, but that was 2012. Just now, we are still waiting to hear from the Delhi police, but they will also speak more only once the forensics are done. But prima facie, it appears to be some kind of a mischievous element, according to the Delhi police, Shiv.
Want to bring Abhishek Bhalla also in on our coverage. Abhishek, all the major agencies are on the spot now, from the special cell to the bomb squad to the to the forensics teams, as Gaurav was saying, and also now the NIA. So this is going to be a very serious investigation because of the implications. The blast itself may have been very low intensity, but the very fact that any kind of blast could take place in such a high security environment is should be setting off the alarm bells at every level.
Shiv, all embassies are obviously, high security zones, and Israeli embassy, of course, is one of the most high security zones, and one can say in Delhi. And the blast has taken place when there is already a heightened alert across Delhi, not just because of the usual Republic Day beating retreat ceremonies, but also the farmer protest is something which is a major security concern. Authorities do not want any untoward incident, especially after what happened on January 26th. Today, a little after 5 o'clock, a blast has taken place. A car went through exactly this area. It's all been cordoned off now. We cannot go beyond this barricade. And I'll just ask Prem to zoom in into the background. There is a very clear visual of security personnel, police officials, intelligence officials, and all others from various agencies, the National Investigation Agency, who are probably gathered there speaking to officials of the Israeli embassy. The Delhi police has said that it was a very low intensity blast. They've used the term very low. They've said that there is no damage to life. There have been some vehicles that have got damaged. The window panes have got damaged. But obviously, more than the impact that the blast has made in terms of damage, the investigation obviously will be of a very, very serious nature because it involves another country. And a country like Israel, there has been a previous instance of a blast outside the Israeli embassy as well. And once again, it comes at a time when, as we were discussing, the security alertness in this area is at its highest. And the blast took place, in fact, when the beating the retreat ceremony was going on. So that's a bit of an embarrassment, certainly, for the authorities. We haven't had a detailed statement from the Delhi police, a very initial statement giving out the basic details that have come out till now. Fortunately, there hasn't been much damage, but obviously it's going to be an investigation of a very, very serious nature. Obviously, the National Investigation Agency perhaps will be taking over the investigation. And as I speak, we get clearer pictures of the spot. So where we are standing, that's just the first barricade. That's the first point which has been cordoned off. Prem will zoom in again to show you the exact spot. As Prem zooms in, that is the exact spot. We can see the yellow tape of Delhi police. That's the exact scene of crime.
Abhishek, stay with me. Let's listen into Arvind as well. He's on the ground with you.
यहाँ इजरायली एक शख्स ने तस्वीरें भेजी धमाके की, जो शीशा टूटा हुआ था कार, उसकी तस्वीरें भेजी, जिसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस में हड़कंप मच गया। उसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस की टीम यहाँ पर पहुंची, साथ ही साथ जो स्पेशल सेल की टीम है, एंटी टेरर यूनिट, वो यहाँ पर पहुंची हुई है। और फिलहाल पूरा जो इलाका है उसको कॉर्डन ऑफ कर दिया गया है। देखिए, सीआरपीएफ के जो जवान है यहाँ पर, सीआरपीएफ के जवानों को यहाँ पर तैनात कर दिया गया है। और इसके दूसरी तरफ जो क्राइम स्पॉट है, वो क्राइम स्पॉट अगर दिखाने की कोशिश करेंगे, वो वहां पर क्राइम स्पॉट है वहां पर। तो फिलहाल की ये तस्वीरें हैं। और जैसा कि अंजना, मैंने आपको बताया कि मैंने वो तस्वीरें भी भेजी है जिसमें कार के शीशे टूटे हुए हैं। और बाकायदा 5:05 पर जब ये धमाका हुआ था, उसके बाद की वो तस्वीरें हैं। और इजरायली एक शख्स था, उसने बाकायदा वीडियो बनाया और उसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस के अधिकारियों को भेजा। दमकल विभाग की जो गाड़ी थी, उसको इस बात की जानकारी मिली कि यहाँ पर एक बम है, वो ब्लास्ट हुआ है। उसके बाद आनन फानन पे यहाँ पर टीम पहुंची। उसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस स्पेशल सेल के अधिकारियों ने कंफर्म किया कि एक लो इंटेंसिटी का ब्लास्ट है। बहुत मुमकिन है कि ये आईडी यानी इम्प्रोवाइज एक्सप्लोसिव डिवाइस है, वो हो सकता है। लेकिन फिलहाल जांच की जा रही है। जांच के बाद ही तस्वीर साफ हो जाएगी कि किस तरीके का ये धमाका था, किस तरीके का एक्सप्लोसिव था। लेकिन जैसा कि मैंने बार मैं कह रहा हूं कि इसलिए दिल्ली पुलिस गंभीर है। नंबर 1, इजरायली एम्बेसी की कार को 2012 में निशाना बनाया जा चुका है, जिसकी जांच दिल्ली पुलिस स्पेशल सेल ने की थी। भारत के बाहर ये साजिश रची गई थी। नंबर 2, 26 जनवरी के दिन जिस तरह की हिंसा हुई थी, उसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस ऑलरेडी बहुत पैनिक मोड में है। लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की सिचुएशन, हालांकि जिस तरीके से दिल्ली पुलिस ने संभाला, उसकी भी तारीफ हो रही है। उसके बाद अब तीसरा, जिस तरह से ये बम धमाके की खबर आई, उसके बाद यहाँ हड़कंप मच गया। उसके बाद से ही न सिर्फ दमकल विभाग के अधिकारी, दिल्ली पुलिस
PF team, now the CRPF team has